Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy E2 Times, and today we are going to go over what I call Weekend Warriors. Now, Weekend Warriors is going to be a video that I put out every week after Weekend League, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover the 4 players that made the biggest impact on our field. So we're going to cover 2 offensive players and 2 defensive players. I'm going to show you the abilities that I put on them, and then at the end of this, you will see some clips of some of the highlights. So we had a lot of fun this week. There hasn't been a lot of content. EA had been slow, but come Thursday they dropped the bomb on us, and they talked to us about some new players they're going to be adding, which were called the NFL 50 players, and then they transitioned to Season 2 on Friday, which caused a huge market crash and it allowed us to switch up our lineup. Now, what's changed from this week from last week is that we've went complete theme team. We have 50 of 59ers. So this kind of added to some of the player stats that I'm going to show you. So the players that you're going to see are pretty souped up. So the first 2 players that I want to talk to you about, the one that completely changed my offense was this card right here. It is Dan Marino. So we made the switch because on Friday the prices dipped super low, and I had seen his card was going for about 150K, and I think we were a bit spoiled because at the end of last year's Madden season we all had Hot Route Master, and I tried this card because I had Lamar Jackson. I really didn't like how he played. I think the speed is second to none, but there was a lot of times he would throw some crazy passes. Then we tried this budget Aaron Rodgers, which I recommend if you're looking for a good quarterback. But this card here, let's look at the stats. 95 throw power, 89 throw accuracy short, 89 mid accuracy, 91 throw accuracy deep, 93 throw under pressure, which I think that under pressure really makes a big difference. So having high throw under pressure is very important, and I've seen a big difference on this card. But what we have on him is Hot Route Master. Now, this completely changed my offense. We played, I want to say, we didn't even get to finish Weekend League. We had 14 wins. I think we had 6 or 7 games left to play. But I played, I think, 4 games on Thursday, 2 games on Friday, and we struggled. But the minute I switched and I put Hot Route Master, it completely changed my offense, and we went 7-1 on Sunday. But this card played lights out. He was throwing lasers. You could really feel his throw power. Now today I put set feed lead on him because I heard that's a great ability. But this card single-handedly helped my entire offense. Now, the second card that I want to talk to you about, this card helped me have the most fun in Weekend League that I've had in a long time. But the second card that made the single biggest impact on my field was this 93 Reggie Bush. Now, we have him souped up on a Niners theme team. We have 50 of 59ers with 15 plus brawlers. So he has 95 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 agility, 88 carry, 87 catching, which is amazing. There were times I would move this card out of a running back, and I would just put him in the slot and put him on a route. And we have backfield mismatch on him and reach for it. This card would activate and would just ag catch linebackers, and he caught everything. So he played like a beast. He has 94 change of direction, which you can really feel. It almost feels like human joystick. 61 trucking and 90 break tackle. Now, what's dope about this card is that he consistently fights to get more yards. It's almost like the Bo Jackson effect, which is crazy because he's a receiving back, is the archetype. But I'm telling you, you're going to see some clips where he literally hits 2 or 3 defenders, bounces off, and keeps running upfield. So if you can afford yourself, get yourself a Reggie Bush. I'm telling you, he is the best halfback in the game. So these 2 cards I really enjoyed playing with. Specifically, having Hot Route Master and being able to put them on table routes, being able to put them on a bunch of Texas routes, it was a lot of fun. So moving on to defense. Now, this is interesting because the first card I want to talk to you about is this 93 overall Rod Woodson. Now, Rod made a huge impact on my field, but not necessarily playing corner. What I did was I put this card at my cornerback 3. Now, we switched to nickel 3-3-5 odd, and I've been playing him in the corner, in the slot, but whatever outside linebacker is closest to him, I end up putting that right outside linebacker in the assignment that Rod was in, and I've been usering this card. Listen to this. 92 speed on a user, 90 acceleration, 91 agility, 88 jumping, 92 play recognition, 91 man, 90 zone, 86 press. I mean, this card played phenomenal for me. I was able to really get all over the field. His change of direction was great. And what I like about him too is that for a corner, I want to say his hit power is 81. So he tackled really well, and I enjoyed playing with him. So what I'm going to do during this weekend league, I'm going to put Lurker on him. Right now we have Acrobat, but I think this card is by far probably the best user that I've used. And if you don't want to spend money, you know, like on an Isaiah Simmons, or you don't want to go spend buku dollars on a user, listen, it may be a little unconventional, but for me, having him in the slot, playing him in nickel, moving him to the middle, and then putting that middle linebacker to cover whatever assignment he was on, it made the biggest difference for me. I want to say on Sunday alone, I had at least 8 lurks, maybe 10 in the matter of 6 games. This card played lights out for me. Now, the last card that I want to talk to you about, this card is interesting. And it's this 95 Deion Sanders, who is probably the best defensive player in the game right now. Look at the stats on this card. On our Niners team, 96 speed, 94 acceleration, 95 agility, 92 jumping, 94 play recognition, 95 man, 95 zone, 86 press, which I'm not worried about because what we did was we put bench press on him, which is an OP ability, and the abilities will always trump the stat on the card. But this card, I mean, it changes my defense. It's almost like he locks up one side of the field. In some of the clips that I'm going to put in the video, you're going to see he jumps routes in other people's zones. He would abandon his assignment to go jump a route and catch an interception. But this card is great because if you can't afford the fully powered up Deion Sanders, what you can do, and I highly encourage you to do regardless, this power up needs to be on your squad because you can play the game, the Legend Solo, get yourself the power up, and I want to say for about 3,000 training, you can get him up to a 90 overall, and I want to say his 90 overall gets up to 92 speed. The agility is great. The zone, not that great, but if you're hitting tier 6, tier 7 and lockdown, that could really help give you +3s on the zones and on the man coverage. But this card is a must-have. Highly, highly, highly encourage you to go get this card. If you don't want to get his full card, get the power-up. But these were the cards that completely changed the game for me. I'm excited to play. I'm running a new scheme, and I hope you like the highlights. And remember, follow me on Twitch. We've been streaming our games on Sunday night, and you can look me up under E2 Times. And then we're going to be streaming a lot more often during the week. We do our solo battles, and we like to chill throughout the week. So if you like the content, like and subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you can follow us whenever we put a video live. But thank you for checking our videos out. Thank you for rocking with us. Until next time, this is E2 Times. Peace. We're out.